This is really awkward. Crack, welcome back. It's your favourite egg, GFA, and in today's video, we're going to be looking at some stream highlights and breaking down a fight that happened live. People join the chat all the time when I'm live, and they ask me for PvP tips and what they can do better and how they can improve and escape from Tarkov. So I thought, what better way than to break down a good fight that we had whilst we were live and talk you through what I was thinking, why I did what I did, and how we were successful or maybe unsuccessful. Let's get straight into the video. Don't go in there, just give it a few moments, maybe an hour. Not that way. And here we are in the review suite. Here we go. So just as an FYI of where we are currently, this is Crack House on Customs. We have just pushed from Skeleton, and we heard footsteps running around inside the top of Crack. We have one friend, we have one teammate that has pushed into the downstairs of Crack House through the front door here, the door facing Stronghold. I'm here just outside by the cabins, and I have a friend and another teammate just to my right off screen, standing behind, sort of parallel with the buses but at the cabins. I will pause this as we go and break it down. Yeah, I'll come over.
You can just run straight in, like, just keep a lookout on your right. That door's open. What's up?
Scout.
This is me.
Is that you?
Yeah. So you think he's down the end of the hall? First thing I did here, quite obviously, I closed the door behind me, so if there was anyone pushing from Stronghold, they're not going to just shoot me in the open doorway, but also to stop anyone else from kind of noticing that we were here, at least until the gunfire starts. At that point, they're going to know there's people here. I straight away ask my teammate, where is he? What's the position, last known position of the enemy? Is he down the end of the hall? Maker, watch that metal door.
Yeah, he must be.
Oh, I hear steps down the end of the hall. First shots ring out on my buddy. If this person's on the staircase, which he was, if he is going to go and take another pop shot on my friend here, there's a very high chance that he will not look on my side of the corridor. He's going to be looking to the left corner where my friend is over here, and he's going to be thinking that's who he's fighting. So if he does a wide swing out and tries to kill my buddy, I'm going to get him dead to rights because he does not expect me to be on this corner. And I believe turn off my laser so that he can't see the fact there's someone aiming. Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
Lucky. Back, just keep him on that corner.
Yeah.
Okay, so I said, lucky that grenade didn't kill me. I said, keep him on that corner, I'm going to nade him back. Basically what I'm saying is keep a hard aim on that corner to make sure he doesn't push whilst I'm pulling the pin out of the grenade, because he will hear that pin being pulled. And then I'm going to lob a grenade down the end just in case he's holding the corner close. That will get him.
When you go out the back door?
No, we're both downstairs. So now we're a bit of a stalemate. He's upstairs holding the staircase, we're downstairs holding the staircase. The only way of us getting up is to use one of these staircases. Push, dude. I've got automatic. I'm happy to push up there. I can pop probe and go. So I'm saying I'm going to push some meds, some propitol, and I'm going to push up the stairs because I've got a fully automatic AK, whereas my buddy's got a semi-automatic DMR, so it makes sense for me to go first.
I think he could be in the intel. If you're going to push up this way, I'm going to push in through the stairs outside.
Okay.
Close the back door.
Yeah. I'm running out the door now.
So my friend is now running round to the metal staircase on the other side of Crack House.
Yeah.
So we can push at the same time. He says go for it. The gunfire starts. Now, as I get to the top of the stairs, we do not know if there's only one person in here or two. We're assuming one, there could be two. Always assume there may be more than one player in a fight. It's very important that you have that in the back of your mind. Never think you're just fighting one person. Even if it is, be prepared. So, because I had the information of potentially being in intel, I am checking this door regardless of the fact there's a fight going on. But I am trying to get to the fight as quick as possible to help my friend.
Go for it.
Yeah. Where is he?
He's at the end of the hall.
Copy. So in here, check miss, make sure it's clear. And then I realised there's only two places he can be. In the office room, is he? I have to admit, when he said end of the hall, I was a bit confused because I thought maybe he had the intel room.
No, at the end of the hall in the med room.
Okay, so the fight begins. The fight begins. Let me roll this back.
Into the hall in the med room.
He's dead, he's dead, he's dead. Okay, so that is that player dead. Let's rewind that and just have a little chat about what's going on here.
No, at the end of the hall then.
As I cross this area here, he begins to open fire.
Med room.
Luckily, there's a wall in the way. There's cover between us. I return shots to put him on pressure, and I get to this little angle between the doorway and the wood. Now, at this point, I know he's on the right of this wall because he is still shooting. So he's given away his position. I'm not gonna try and push this fight. I'm gonna wait for him to try and cross this exact little gap, which I do. I begin shooting. I've shot through the door. I'm assuming he's fairly injured and he has let off a lot of rounds. So I know there's a high chance he's now going to be reloading. This is the time to push. I hear him reloading around the corner. I just start opening up. I don't aim in, obviously. Point fire, hip fire, whatever you want to call it, is very, very important in Tarkov. You need to hip fire as much as possible. You only really need to aim in at long to medium distances, and if it's any form of fully automatic, you are better in this situation just to hip fire your weapon. Having a laser sight on the gun will help you a lot. He's dead, he's dead, he's dead. And that was it. That was the first guy. So we are now all healed up and we are pushing to Stronghold. At this point, we don't know anyone's in there. Spoiler alert, there are people in there. And we are now going to push across the way towards Stronghold.
Bit touch and go there for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in a bad spot there. No.
Okay, so my friend says, one of you at the railroad? We both immediately say no, and a shot rings out. We hear the crack and the bullet impact. At this point, we know we're now in another fight. Incoming, incoming.
Right.
There's two guys.
How close, how close, how close?
On the railroad.
On the railroad? I've not got anything with that range.
Side over by the snipers.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I've not got that kind of range.
Yeah, I think there's a guy in the stronghold as well.
Oh, bollocks. Yep, I just had a shot. Now, at that point, I was very, very close to dying. So my friend's given me information. He's seen one on the railroad, and he's just said there's one in Stronghold. The guy in Stronghold takes a shot and misses me by what must have been millimeters. I just had a shot drive over my head. He's on the left turret. Left turret of facing the way we're facing.
Oh, I'm dead.
At this point, sadly, my buddy John, he drops. He is now dead. And we now know there's one close to my right and one in Stronghold. That is the information we currently have. At least 2 people.
He's going up into Stronghold.
Oh, mate, I am not in a good spot. Now, at this point, I'm hearing the shots ring out. I'm hearing the shots ring out quite clearly. I can pinpoint this person's location. For once, the Tarkov audio was good. I can pinpoint this person's location from the gunshots that are shooting out. Even though he's suppressed, it's quite obvious where those bullets are coming from. So at this point, I have 2 options. I can push the corner and try and kill him in a close one-on-one PvP. Here, I can tell he has a DMR from the sound of the gunshots. There's a high chance that I will kill him in a close quarters combat. I've got a fully auto AK, he's got his DMR. Not to mention there's someone in Stronghold with my head zeroed in through their scope. And at this point, I assume they're working together. So there's absolutely no way I'm pushing this manually. So I then opt to throw some grenades. So let's see where we go there. I hear it, he's right close.
Okay,
you
all
dead?
the way around, run.
Yep.
One grenade out. Hear the gunshots, second grenade out. This is a third party, we're fighting against another third party.
Yeah, we ran.
Okay, so I've just absolutely caked that area with grenades. I'm going to run it back. You can actually hear that now I've realized that this is a third party. This is 1v1v1 now. Both of my friends are now dead. I now know that there is a person on the other side of this wall. There's one in Stronghold. They're having a fight, and I can hear that guy that's just over the other side of this wall actually gets tagged by a bullet because you hear him go, "Huh," if you listen. There's the bullet. So he's now hurt. Third party. We're fighting against another third party. And out goes my nade. Now, I don't know it at this point. That third grenade kills him. I have no idea. So that at this point, I opt to try and flank the person in Stronghold. I'm thinking if I can just crawl my way along this trench, the person in Stronghold can't kill me. The person behind me probably won't notice me or push, and I'll hear them sprinting around the corner if they do push. Dun, da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Plan the worst escape. Man, I'm slugging
You are
away.
a rat.
So now I'm considering how much cover have I got between here and the blue containers that's just over this crest of the hill towards where skeleton is. In every fight, you should be thinking about what cover you can move from to. So wherever you are, if you're in cover, plan where your next bit of cover is and move to that. Don't just run into the open. You're gonna die. So at this point, I've decided I'm just gonna absolutely full send it. Got no cover here. Please don't kill me. Not today. Because I'm running. Now, as I'm running, I am looking at the gaps in Stronghold to see if I see any movement, and I don't. Right. So now I can take a bit of a breather and have a think about my next plan of action. How am I going to get into Stronghold? How am I going to kill this other PMC? Now we just think for us. Oh, I hear a step. I heard someone sprint. I hear it's rustling in trees. This person's now looking for me. I fat thumbed my freaking reload button when I was trying to turn on my laser. That wasn't good. So at this point, I'm thinking he's going to hear me reload. He's just going to push. I'm also rustling in this tree. So this was probably not the wisest movement, but I wanted to try and peek him. You want to try and peek someone before they peek you if the chance arises. You don't want to let them just run up on you. Just fat thumbed a reload. Oh, I did fat thumb a reload. So here he is. I didn't actually see this when I was playing. Essentially, he was just in a very good position at that time. No idea this guy was here. That was bad. He takes a few pop shots. I now know he's in that general direction. I literally just fat thumbed a reload. That was so bad. Here, I hear him pushing me.
Hilarious.
And that's him. And that's him. Now notice how I said there's one dead. It's one dead. Again, hip fire, point fire, whatever you want to call it. Pushing me or no? Now I'm assuming that he has a friend still, which I always think is a good idea. I didn't loot him straight away. I did not loot him straight away. I thought I was still very much so in the middle of a fight. So until you know the area is clear, or you have a good idea, it's best to leave the loot, reposition yourself, do any medding you need to do, and then come back in from a different angle. That is the best way to do this kind of situation. You don't want to just run out and start looting the guy you've killed. There's a 9 times out of 10 if he has a friend, you're dead if you do that for a start. And even if he doesn't have a friend, if there's a third party watching, you're dead. So give it time, be patient with these kind of things. Push back. So I push away. Friends. I think he has friends. You notice that I nervously sing when I think I might die. And I push through Stronghold, and I decide I'm going to go and check the guy's corpse where the grenades were thrown to see if I did kill him. At this point, I still wasn't 100% sure. See the corpse. I assume it might have been my friend or not. I wasn't sure. With the white mask.
You didn't kill him, did you?
Oh
my god, you did you?
Check his tag. Yep. And indeed, it was killed by me with an F1 grenade. And from there, I go back, I loot the other corpse on the first guy I shot. I then drop my backpack. This is a good bit of advice for you out there. If you're running heavy and you want to keep doing some looting and you might get into another fight, it's worth just dropping your backpack to free up some weight. So if you double tap Z, you would just drop your backpack on the floor.
Take the best of what you got.
Like this. I hit it in a bush, and then I was going to go back to the other guy that I killed earlier on, and I was going to go and check his corpse, because I didn't actually loot him at all before I came over here. Nothing else really happens from there. I loot the person, I then head towards extract, and I get out with no further fights. And that's going to bring us to the end of this video. So let's summarize the video. What have we covered today? Well, we've covered about positioning, when and when you shouldn't be pushing fights. Make the fight on your terms. Never fight someone on their terms if you can help it. If they've decided to hold an angle, hold a position, you have to try and find another way to flush them out, but do not allow them to control the fight. You need to make sure the momentum's in your favor. Patience is very key in Tarkov. If you're new around here, I'm GFA. I stream Escape from Tarkov every Monday and Wednesdays, and if you haven't already, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. You get notified when I go live and when a new video drops that might help you, and we can also always raid together. I'm always down to raid with new people on stream, so come on through. Please, if you liked the video, if you found it helpful, give me one of those cheeky little thumbs up. And if you didn't find it helpful, then one of those cheeky little thumbs down. Obviously, this was aimed more at beginners, but I feel like there's definitely some moments in here that some of the more intermediate players can still take some advice away from. And that's going to do us for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I've been GFA. Peace.
Who's that?
Can't tell.
He's in the mask again. Is it Gollum, is it Gandalf?
Ask a friend.
Yeah, well you can ask your mum, cause I heard her screaming out last night. It's GFA, and we don't hydrate